do love in the stupidest ways sometimes, hurting others, saying they're helping them, doing whatever, right? It's
Calling
all,
it tough love, right? Tough
yep.
love.
And when they're
Just
just being cruel, you're right.
which is part of attention, right? Being tough. You know,
It
having
can be.
having boundaries. That's part of the attention. And that's also, you might say, well, I have the best intentions for this person or this situation, but I got to set my boundaries there. That's part of love too. You
Sometimes,
cannot you cannot love anyone endlessly. You know, if somebody, I mean, there's some people that do that do
oh,
crimes, and you have to set them away from society, right? That's why
well,
we came up with this thing called prison, right?
yes, we live in a very punishing world, and it's created a lot of people that don't really understand love, and they get confused by kindness. um, but I think the words came from A Course in Miracles, that really in every moment, every interaction with another human, it's an exchange. That it's a sharing of love, or it's a calling out for love. And Duck, I think I heard you. You calling out? You doing okay today, bud? Can we do more than just have you sit here?
Yeah, sorry, I lost my patient. I have personal problems. I said this in back chat yesterday, so I'm sorry, Voy. I was listening and I was like, "What?"
You didn't
Yeah,
get a metaphor for the plant. Didn't get that metaphor.
I didn't. No,
Uh,
not exactly.
well, that's okay, man. I mean, we all have our state of mind. You know, maybe you can't grasp the metaphor for the plants.
Hey, um, I just realized I don't know if I ever invited Craig to say hi. Did I?
Not today.
I don't remember actually. Sorry, I don't even remember.
Craig,
Nobody likes Craig. Don't worry about it.
no, you're welcome to jump in, friend. But actually, I do want to swing back, and I want to hear Duck's kind of ideas on love. Please.
Yeah, walking with God. I mean, I'm going to try to play off of, the sort of being usable in the eyes of the Lord without like an indoctrinated sense of what God is.
Yeah.
I think, walking, I think it's cool because it allows us to live with love and live with divinity, and hopefully living without fear as well. Hopefully living without fear. And then the other side of it too is that also has limits or perhaps boundaries based on what we can perceive and see. And so many times for me, money, my drug addiction, my alcohol addiction, sex addiction, these things all pull me out of the walk, right? Because then I'm walking with like, a sex doll or something, or a sex toy. So, and this is, And so having boundaries, limits, and things like that also tells us where we're walking with divinity, I think.
That doesn't make any sense. But
He's admitted, and he's been honest. He's faced some past habits and patterns of thought and behavior that he's working through.
yeah,
And
I'm working on being authentic. I'm working on being authentic, even if it's ugly, and trying to, like, I'm asking the question if I can be myself, if I'm allowed to be myself.
Do you want to be degenerate?
I want to trauma dump.
Do you identify as a degenerate?
Yeah, I want to trauma dump before I identify as anything. Okay. How can a person without an identity be a degenerate, Voy? Mr.
Exactly.
Voy?
Well, I asked you the question, and then you, without answering, you catapulted it back to me. But I actually asked you the question. But so this is what
I don't want to be
do.
a degenerate.
This is what you people do. You don't answer a question.
Boy, please.
Yeah, that's just a statement. That's just an observation.
That's my desire, is to be free.
Right.
My desire. I think I say my desire. My attachment is to be free.
I can help you with that. There's a path for you. Okay. It may seem illogical until you can recognize the truth within it. It's time to
Okay.
detach from who you thought you were. Because I hear you repeating, you've got trauma within you and you want to get rid of it. You don't want it anymore. Is that right? Did I hear that right?
Yeah, yeah. I've just from unstated life events, I have post-traumatic stress disorder.
It's okay.
Um,
It's okay.
and yeah, and I spent most of my life as an adult as an addict.
That's all right. You ready to start again?
I'm scared to start again, Jack.
What's that fear?
Life.
What's the logic behind the fear of allowing yourself, giving yourself permission, and committing to start again? What's the
It's
logic behind the fear?
it's not that people suck or that society sucks, right? I don't like complaining about other things and people, but existence sucks, right? The other side of Buddhism is, I'm not a monk. If they say existence is suffering and I feel that way, um, that's
Doc,
yeah.
what
And
you're doing,
trying to shut up about it, but why?
well, please, I want to interrupt and I'm sorry for doing so, but I feel the need to correct you. See, what you did is you went and you found a partial truth to use as an excuse. So you say it's okay for me to suffer. That's only part of the wisdom,
Yeah,
dude.
that's a good
Recognize.
point, Jack. But my experience, my lies, the lies that I tell are so small.
Okay, well, stop
It's
those
it's
then.
it's another way of because then if I tell a lie, right? Like the game logic is if I lie, then I have to deal with all the ways that it's a lie afterwards.
Exactly.
So like
So
I,
don't
I
do
don't
it.
know what the fuck to do. I don't know what to do,
Don't lie.
honestly. I mean, I'm doing it, but I don't know what to do anyways.
I can help you. It's that part that feels like you don't know what to do that's in the way of you knowing what to do. But the truth is, you know what to do. You know how to be
I know
a
to shut the
greater
fuck up.
version of you.
I know to shut up. I know to shut up and I know not to exploit people. That's all the only those are my two biggest coping tips or coping skills. Look how far it's gotten me. Don't talk, don't interrupt people, don't exploit people.
Well, there's an important part I want to add to that for you. And it goes right with don't talk too much. Make sure to listen. Okay. Listen to your inner spirit, the good part of you. Listen to the inner conscience that says, hey, you need to stay true. You need to stay righteous. Because Duck, I'm serious, man. You're not a bad dude from what I've seen. You got a little confusion and a little bit of lingering doubts you've picked up along your way. But it really is, guys. It is time for men to start becoming more righteous, right? The world is counting upon men being righteous in the way that they live, which means the path of honesty with compassion, right?
I think Doc is ready for honesty, right? Doc, aren't
He's
you?
doing good.
Yeah.
Doug, any thoughts come up from what you heard me say?
Yeah, when I think of righteousness, what I think of is hey Raven. What I think of is sorry, backstage chat, but um I think of places. What I try to do is think of a place that I've been without being too harsh, and I think myself being worth of being righteous. So it's because I'm a human, because I live in a society, and because people can be super caring, people can be super self-sacrificial or altruistic. And so I try to for myself, that's what I thought of. And I think of the ability to move around, move your arms a little bit over my head, just these little like anxiety triggers that I have, and feel like I have to get out. I feel like I have to get away from where I am and explode. and it doesn't make sense. I feel like I have to be away from.
And so
where I live.
Jack was actually talking about honesty, and that comes from within, right? But I said that you are ready for it, but you went outside, man. You went way outside there.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
again, it's one of these things, Voy, where I can rely on Jack's wisdom, but you know, I don't know what I expect. I'm gonna be basically, if I'm not,
Yeah, it comes from
I'm not
within,
mindful or
and
conscious of my
and you're
own
not
things,
there
I'm a
yet.
little
I
bit-
think you're ready
I'm gonna
for
be
it,
right back.
but
I'm
you
gonna be
just
here
don't.
tomorrow.
I think
I'm
you're ready
still gonna
for
be
it,
here
but you just
tomorrow.
don't want to go there.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna be here tomorrow, though, right? I'm gonna be in the same place,
Right.
thinking about righteousness and love.
Yeah. Honesty that's a different word, though. It's a different concept, but
You can
Almost
renew
there.
yourself instantaneously. As far as I can tell, there's no time or distance required. It's just the true intentions. Going to God with an earnest heart, an open mind and an earnest heart that might bring you the answers that, that doesn't, I don't like that answer, but that's the one that's probably right. People end up people end up showing themselves to be out of control and insane because they're dishonest. They start to believe their own lies, and then they know they can't be trusted. So if they can't trust themselves, they're looking outside of themselves for all the answers. I used to do that.
Jack, how have you walked with God recently? Do you have an example of something outside of the Live Without Fear show, the Live Without Fear shows that you can offer me? Something
Well,
good.
I'm not sure what to offer as an example. I mean, I've faced many of my fears, and I've been through a lot of pretty fun challenges. My life has become an adventure. That's how I know I'm living with God. I have actually convinced myself to believe that by tuning in to the highest wisdom that I could reach, I found some good ideas about ending wars, bringing reforms into this world to bring the power back to the people, because the reality is, as soon as the truth is freely shared, God's love will reign supreme. There won't be a doubt in anyone's mind about how much God loves this world. Seems like a pretty good dream to pursue. Hey, we've got another test opportunity guest in the back.
what?
We all know who it is, so let's welcome back Stephen. How you doing today?
Oh, it's my granddaughter. Okay.
It's
Hello.
King Stephen.
Hello. Hello. How are you, Jack? Voy can't shut up. He should stick with drinking whatever he's drinking. I think he's drunk. How are you today, Jack? I'm a guest. I'm not a test. I'm a guest. I'm not a test.
Okay.
Respect.
Well, we'll see what you bring.
How's my audio today? Is it better? Is this good?
I think so far it's a little better. You were a little bit hot. I brought you down just a little bit, okay?
Am I sounding great? Do I sound fantastic?
Well, you're here, and the audio
Do I
was
sound
fine.
beautiful, Jack?
The audio is good.
Stephen,
Personality.
I'm happy
Well,
to be here. It's
got room.
an honor. It's good to be on here. Hello to everyone in the chat. I hope everyone's having a gorgeous day.
Yeah,
I love you all.
I know. Hey, you know what? We were just talking about this guy yesterday too. Christos, good to see you, brother.
Oh, hey, Christos. I like that guy, Christos.
You two align a lot in a lot of ways. It's fascinating how much you love me. It's fucking crazy.
Everyone loves you, Jack. We all
I know.
love you.
I
Yeah.
know, but Stephen, the
You're-
funny part, huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Go ahead.
And I don't mean to bring up the past, but it seems that I had you with me for a while, and you were saying a lot of things, but you join the side of those who want to bet against me. And I
I'm
find
not
it
betting against you, Jack. I'm not a betting man. I don't go to the casinos or anything.
That's
I don't
the
bet.
only way that bets can be made.
Well, no, I don't bet
Maybe
against people.
You don't, well, maybe you don't understand the context of what I'm saying.
Jack, I'll put it this way. I want everyone to succeed, including you, including Jack Talcott, including Jesus, Pantheon, Voy, Duck. He looked like a deer in the headlights earlier. And I feel for that guy. I think he's probably a good spirit. But he's a bit lost looking with anxiety. But I want him to succeed. I don't bet against people. I want people to succeed,
Do
not
you?
to fail. Yes, absolutely.
Do you highlight the successful ones or the ones you look down on?
I try to give people tough love. I don't look down on them. I try to motivate them to do better.
When they're not there, you just talk about them on your screens?
No, I
Is
don't
that-
talk about you that much. I was talked about yesterday by Frank Monday, and I wasn't here. That goes on all over the place. So the thing is, I usually talk to people.
Videos. The videos you do, dude, you're just so fascinating. It makes
The
no
videos
sense.
are awesome that I do.
I know you say that, but they're really not.
Andy said gambling is for degenerates and fools. I agree with you, Andy.
Who
Good
even
point by
watches
Andy.
those videos? I mean,
Actually, sorry, what were you saying?
You can play them if you want to. I'm not stopping you.
well, I was just asking who even watches.
I haven't made any about Voy, but he's kind of an old granny. Maybe I'll have to make one of Voy.
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't.
Well, here's what I'm referring to by gambling. Okay?
All right. All right.
The false accusations, right? Those who are casting accusations actually have the burden of proof to prove themselves.
I haven't
honest.
accused. I haven't made
Well-
false accusations.
Oh, okay.
How does this relate to me, Jack Talcott?
Je stem alleen al. Doe
Let's
het
see.
goed.
Well, here Matthew 5:11, I feel does apply to me. Pronounces a blessing on those who are insulted and have all kinds of evil falsely spoken against them for Christ's sake. And I do
I like
live
Matthew.
for Christ's sake.
Jack, do you feel insulted by me? Is that the crux of this issue? I'm trying to understand.
Dude, Stephen, if there was a better description of you, I don't know what would be. Besides a
You-
false witness who breathes
Do
out
you feel
lies and
insulted?
wonders.
Wow,
Wonder
can you hear what Jack is saying to you?
He doesn't.
No, he
Jack,
doesn't.
do you feel insulted?
This is very typical, actually
I know.
symptomatic.
No, I'm trying to understand what
It's
Jack's point is.
symptomatic
here. behavior,
Jack. They all
I know,
perform
boy.
this behavior. But
I know. Boy, he's in denial. He's been enabled by his bullshit for so long. People have suffered through it and put up with it and laughed with him, you know, because people are how they are.
Jack, Andy said in the chat, we all love you too, Stephen. And I agree if you scroll up like half a page
and
or
then
two. I
all
think
that-
it's fantastic. I feel so
Stephen.
loved here.
I don't
see
care.
the love bombing after denial. That's so typical.
Yeah.
It's so symptomatic.
I feel so loved. I'm not love bombing.
See?
Tell you what,
I'm saying I feel loved.
Stephen, great. I'm glad you feel loved, but what you're literally
Thank you.
doing is trying to deflect the conversation again because, yes, I am claiming, Stephen, that you fit this description of a false witness who breathes out lies and one who sows discord among
What
brothers.
lies, Jack? What can you name them? I don't know what you mean. What lies?
Oh, do you not speak evil against others?
No, I do not.
No.
Only on your own channel.
I do not
right?
speak evil.
Okay.
I'm
But
a
nobody
man
listens
of
to
love.
Your channel, Steffi.
Oh,
Nobody
okay.
sees your channel. We don't
Yeah.
care to go there.
Here, maybe
You don't
Bex
have
has
to.
memories of some honest.
No, I don't.
Welcome
Have to.
You
back.
don't have
Beck.
to go to
How
my
are you?
channel, Granny Voy.
I will never.
Thank you. Nice to see you, Jack and Boy and Duck and Steven and everyone else who's here, Johnny.
Hello, Beck. Are
Jesus.
you here to bear false witness against me? Jack is trying to get you to attack me.
I'll just
No,
settle down.
no, Jack. I was up here before any of that conversation happened. I'm not here to pick sides of any sort. I'm here to engage in the conversation with everybody.
I'm
And-
here for love. I'm not here to pick sides. I'm not here to
Yeah.
bear false witness.
Well, okay, Stephen, why don't you explain? Because I don't think any of us really, well, I know I would like to better understand by what you think you're saying and doing here.
I'm a very loving. Can you hear me? I'm a very
Yeah.
loving man. I'm a very loving man, and I'm not here to bear false witness or cast evil upon anyone.
Okay.
I'm here to uplift people, and I hope Jack Talcott has success. I'm not here to drag him down. I'm not here to bet against Jack, and I think that's the crux of the issue. Jack thinks I'm betting against him winning money somewhere.
Don't you
betting
feel
against
blessed?
him.
Don't
No.
you feel
And I'm
blessed,
not-
Jack? By him,
I
by
feel
him?
blessed. I
Well,
feel blessed. Voy is a miserable creature with issues against me. He's just bitter. Just stop. Get out of your bitterness, Voy. That's all. Stop
I
obsessing
asked
over me.
the question. I asked the question. I said, "Don't you feel blessed by Steffi?" You know.
See, he's
Tell you
being
what.
insulting.
I don't
That's
care.
all he can do.
Hey,
I know.
Stephen,
I know.
why don't you please?
Let's
read the
all get
room?
along. Let's all get
Well,
along and love each
Stephen,
other.
why don't you shut up, please? Read my expression.
Let's all love
okay?
each other.
Okay, since you can't seem to silence yourself, I'm going to mute you, Stephen. Okay? Eventually, you'll learn how to get along with others. I'm being as patient with you as I try to be with others. I've been forgiving. I've been accepting.
He didn't say
But-
anything wrong, Jack. I'm not trying to go opposed to you, but am I crazy? He didn't say anything wrong.
He didn't. You think he was honest?
I think he was honest, and I think everyone can find a reason or why.
I
to
think
be
he was
authentic.
just as honest as you are, Doc.
Right. Duck doesn't know the
Very
truth
honest.
from a lie. No,
I try to
Duck,
be-
you don't.
yeah.
Duck, you don't know the truth from a lie yet.
So should I shut up? So should
Well, you might.
I do?
I appreciate you offering your opinion, but I really think you got some inner work to do, and I'm not sure where you want to start. But I'm saying this non-judgmentally, but it seems pretty obvious when Steven puts on a fake smile and you're buying that shit, dude. Come on, Doc. Don't
It
allow
seems
yourself
like they're on the
to
same
get-
team.
Well, it's enablers enabling enablers. That's what America has become.
Don't be mean to Duck. That's not right.
I'm not being mean. I'm being honest. It's time to grow up and learn what is true and what's real.
Inquiring
I wanna
minds
hear-
would like to
We're all
know.
there, Jack. We're not all there. We're not all. I'm at the point where I'm trying to grow up, but I'm trying to grow into normalcy. So, what kind of example am I ever going to be if let's just say I land there? I mean, what a novel idea. And I mean, I'm just saying. And then so we get to this point where, okay, you see a normal guy, but I come up here and what can I say? The most I can talk about on any day is goth mommies still.
Can we
Jack,
listen to Bex, please?
I'm doing my
Bex,
best,
I
but
mean,
that's
Bex
where I
didn't
went.
get
I just
to
had
say
a
hello.
question. Thank you very much, boy. I appreciate that. I had a question for Duck. Is it true that you came from Kiwi Farms?
I don't know what Kiwi Farms is.
Okay, then it's not true. It was just because people are asking if you kind of have a long game. If you're, sometimes people wonder if you're, a little bit trolling or. And I just had heard that you came from Kiwi Farms. It's not worth the time. I just wanted to clarify that for the audience.
Is it a gay thing, Bex? Is
it's
it like
not
a gay-
true.
Is it a gay community thing?
No, it's a sort of online platform that sort of like behind the scenes, finds lol cows, does stuff to hype up the internet, right?
Oh, cool.
That's
so
Voy.
a
He
troll,
came from
a
there.
troll group.
No, I
Um,
ain't. I ain't a troll. I ain't trying to troll and stuff like that either.
Oh, I'm so relieved that
I
you're not.
appreciate the clarification.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah,
relieved.
my opinion
You know,
I
is
thought you
think
were a troll,
Max,
but now
I
that
think
you said
I
that
think
you're
it
not
would
a
be
troll,
Max, it would be really nice for us to, in my opinion, it would be really nice. I don't care if people are trolls, but really nice to have normal people saying some normal stuff up here. I mean, Jack's always
so
given
why are
us
you
our
here?
time.
Why are you here?
Why?
You're not even close to being normal. You said that yourself, right?
Because Jack's a genuine person. When did that start, everyone? It's
No,
been
but
that way.
let's talk about. I mean, how
Okay,
about
let's
you
talk.
being normal? How about you trying to act normal? You know, even try. Just try.
So if I was acting normal, I would count how many seconds you talk on average.
Okay. So
How
what
about-
does that make you, a nerd?
How about rather than act, how about be present? Okay, be present with peace. I asked you earlier, you've got a look in your face that you're not quite here, to be honest. Okay. And someone pointed out, it may appear that people are ganging up on Duck, but I don't feel that's the case.
I think it is the case. I think people are ganging
know.
up on him.
I know.
I don't think
And he can't
does
help
Duck-
his looks.
I
The
didn't
look in
ask
his
you.
eye.
Stephen, I didn't ask
does
you.
Duck
Okay,
does
please.
Duck feel ganged up upon? Are you feeling ganged up upon, Duck?
Not right now.
Yeah. You know, maybe
I feel a lot
Sorry.
of physical stress. I have a high level of physical stress, Bex.
Well, that's
yeah,
your choice.
I understand that.
You don't have to. I mean,
Do you think
here's
there's
the
a way we could
holy shit.
go ahead, please, Jack?
No,
please.
go ahead.
No, I was just asking, is there a way we could steer the conversation perhaps towards like trying to, you know, about authenticity, you know, about reconciliation, authenticity, you know, how the experiences we've had with each other, you know, what we've grown from and how we perceive each other. Perhaps there's been a lot of history with the people here on panel getting along and not getting along. And, you know, I don't
love
know. It's
you
just,
all.
I'm not trying to take over the show by any means. I just thought since people were accusing people of being inauthentic and people were on the defense, it might be something we could have a conversation about. You know, Jack, you do tend to be a very forgiving person. I've always said that about you. You're very magnanimous. You know, you give people second chances. You don't go around the internet and sock accounts, and you don't go around messing with people or instigating things or inserting yourself in things, you know.
He might.
And,
He might do that.
Stephen,
I
what
mean-
evidence causes you to say that, Stephen?
Well, you did come over to my channel one time trolling during one of my premieres. You were insulting my mods, and I wasn't there. And then I arrived 15 minutes later, and
Are
I
you
saw your
sure
comments.
It was me and not.
I saw your comments.
Buster?
I don't
I've
know
had-
for sure.
Right. So you might want to check yourself, Stephen.
It could have been you using a sock
Sure.
account.
You didn't ask me. See, you convict me and others without asking questions.
You
It
you convict
reveals
me all the time, Jack.
stupidity. Stephen, I'm really bored with you.
I'm bored with you too, psycho.
And go away, dude. You're a fucking piece of.
Oh, thank you, Jack.
You don't get it. You're not worth my time either. It's
Well, he
like
gets it. You know, he gets it.
no, this. He's a
I think he's a very good troll.
Wicked. He's got a wicked and evil heart.
Yeah.
He puts on this fake light, just like as I was saying, our politicians, Pete Hegseth, that Mike Johnson, Stephen the fairy tale. They're all telling fucking fantasy. They're all telling fairy tales where they're the king and they're the hero. It's a bunch of crap.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, goes with the name, right?
Hey, we've got Kenny in the back again.
Oh, is he gonna read another AI script that he just prompted?
Sorry.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Is he gonna read another AI script that he just prompted?
Well, that's the thing. This is getting to be nonsense too. I mean, he comes here. I show graciousness. I'm forgiving. I'm accepting. I'm inviting and welcoming. And he literally comes here to bet against me insulting me, and then wants to do it again. He
And
takes
yet,
off.
here we are, Bex and I and you trying to have a good conversation. But I mean, if you let these characters, I'm not telling you how to run your show, but
Wait,
you know, I'm a bit
you're right.
I'm a bit disgusted with these characters. You know that.
Yes. Hey, Voy, and great point. By the way, I'm subscribed to your channel, but I tried tagging you and the other guests, and for whatever reason, Voy, I can't ever tag you in the
Yeah, that's YouTube these days, man.
I'll tell you, people can turn on and off their @ mentions. So Voy has his @ mentions turned off. It's in the privacy settings. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's why that happens.
Thank you, Bex. See, you do.
You're welcome.
know. And you know what? We can have great conversations. Walking with God. Go ahead, Bex.
No, I agree. No, please do lead, Jack. Yeah. You know me, I can talk a lot. So walking with God, please go on.
Well, it's really walking with love. That's the whole point. The two go together. Welcome back, Kenny.
In the psychological ecosystem of a communal narcissist, this highly active commentator plays a critical role. While clinical psychology refers to individuals who
What are
act
you
on
doing?
behalf of a
Hold on,
narcissist
hold on.
as flying monkeys in the
Please.
digital.
I'm muting you. Kenny. You got to stop and explain yourself now. Okay, you've worn it out. I offer respect. You've worn it out. What is your intention right now? Please be clear.
To bring light into a room of darkness. That you
You're
can walk
finding-
into a dark room and strike a match and light it up,
Sure.
but you cannot do the opposite.
Okay. And you're finding
Evil
darkness.
moves in the darkness, so when you shine a torch
Kenny?
into the darkness, you
Uh-huh.
expose it, and that's what I'm doing.
You
So I'm
think you're
talking about your
exposing-
flying monkeys in the comments.
Can
I
you
know,
extinguish a
but-
match? Can you extinguish a
No.
match? Here, Allah Akbar, you cannot extinguish, Salam Alaikum, you cannot extinguish a match by using the dark.
I didn't even see that from the chat, but yeah, Kenny, come on, dude. Find a better purpose. I mean, what he's saying is here that amongst us, we are the ones in the dark. And apparently, if you support Jack Talcott, well, then you are clearly mistaken, right? That's what some of these fools want to think. And this
And
is where
that's-
I'm saying they're betting against me. Keep betting, Kenny. Keep
Yeah, that's
creating
why we
evidence.
need Kenny in the middle of us, right? Yeah, he's so forgiving to bring his light into our darkness. Yeah. I think we should be thankful to Kenny, for being here, and thankful that he's gone too, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yolanda made a great point saying we can get as familiar with conflict and as we can with comfort, something like that. She said our brains can become attached to familiar conflicts just as easily as familiar comforts. And I would definitely say that, some of us are reenacting with people online ongoing traumas, whether they were started online or that was what we knew to be familiar in the past. And,
Trauma bonding, right?
yeah. And I would say that in some of these cases, it's interesting that I'm not here to defend Stephen, for instance, but I would say it's very interesting that on YouTube, people can look at one of the loudest, most incessant people with their messages and then say, oh, I'm not as bad as him. No, I would say, Stephen can be, what's the word I'm thinking of? He can go on and on and on about the same things, but
verbose.
Yeah, his behavior is not as predatorial as many of these people online, and they love to look at him and say, oh, I'm not as bad as him. No, you're not as loud, you're not as incessant, but many people out here, there's many people that I've seen out here that have been and behaved in ways way worse. And again, I'm picking my words carefully. Sorry if I'm stumbling over them. This will probably be reviewed by him. But what I'm trying to say is that, he's been subjected to the same behavior he puts people through. And especially early on this platform, when he was talking about his model, regardless of how deep or not deep people think it is, in the communities he was in, he was treated the same way that he turns around and treats people. And that's some way that, that's something that I think we could all talk about, like this is fun and it can be fun and it's the internet and all these things. But ultimately, if you're acting up your character to play a part on the internet, and that character that you're expressing is not actually a version of yourself, but it's a response to what's going on the internet, then,
Next.
personally, I'd check oneself, So yes, please go ahead, Moose. I can go on and on. Thank you, friends.
Yeah.
I'll mute up.
I just I want you to know Jack is definitely wanting to switch it up, but I want to say that what I think you're talking about is like the projection that goes on here, and then like the acting and stuff, and I think that's like something that we as people have to accept. Like this is a place where people actually play characters and different aspects of themselves and whatever, and we can't control what they do. We can only control what we do around them and how Jack controls his panel and stuff. But I just wanted to say I got to go tonight. I just want to say, Jack, thank you for everything you do, and I appreciate and love you, brother. Peace.
Appreciate you, Moose. Thank you for swinging through. Denizen, how are you,
I mean,
brother?
so the only way to control it. Sorry, Jack, you wanted to speak. Sorry.
Jack, nobody loves you as much as I do. Screw that guy, Jack. That guy, Jack, he's an actor. Remember he said he was acting like a man? He was really transitioning, Jack?
No, please. Thank you. I was going to welcome Denizen, too. Welcome back, Imperious. Denizen,
Oh,
how you
yes,
doing today,
please,
brother?
Dennison. Yeah, please.
Are you there? If so, you're muted, brother. When it's time, he'll be in.
I appreciate, in the interim, I just want to say, I appreciate Moose tying that all in for us, Jack. I apologize. I'm on a phone, and sometimes the pictures I see are so small, it's hard to read the body language, but I'll work better on it and, have my screen maximized. I'd like to watch the chat in a split screen, so it makes you really small. So thank
Turn
you.
your microphone on.
There you are. Welcome, Denizen. How you doing, brother?
I am well. How are you, my friends?
Feeling blessed. It's been a number of characters swinging through again today. How about you? What's up?
I've been working on a AI model project all day. This is my first break. I've been unplugged. I'm not aware what the topic is or what you guys have been talking about. Have you? Did you open up the panel today to? You lowered the what is it? The drawbridge to cross the moat. Was it today?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're discussing how Moose is a homosexual trans.
No. He's another one of us who's on his path of growth, and that's all I think he was pointing at. He's transitioning from the man he used to be into a graded version of who he's becoming. I'm pretty sure that's
As a
what he was
woman.
talking about. No, not as a woman, as a graded man. Yes, the drawbridge was lowered, and we brought in all sorts of amazing and fascinating human beings once again today.
And a lot of
Stephen,
AI, too.
Jack, can we get into Josh's psyche? We got to understand why he has such aggression towards you when all you're preaching is love, Jack. Like, I don't understand why Josh is so
Which
angry.
Josh?
The Iric guy, Josh from.
Well, you just answered your own question. He hates love.
He does. It's sad. Jack is love, and why would you hate Jack? He's such a nice heart. Look at that.
Josh will be pretty direct about the fact that he endorses hate and destruction. I think that's his bag.
Oh, well, that's simple to address. It reveals his ignorance.
It reveals his fear, Jack. Only people
Right.
that are afraid want that stuff, right, Jack?
Exactly.
With Jack, there's nothing to fear.
Nothing. No, it's with God. With God, there's nothing to fear. And that's actually what the topic was about today. Wrapping your head around the ideas of walking with God. And it's really walking with love. Whether it's a deep and powerful love or it's just a neutral love.
See, the irony, Jack, is what Josh is saying. Look at Jack. Like, this is the
Oh
irony.
yeah, I'd love to have this conversation.
This
What
is the
does
irony.
Jack portray himself to be, Josh?
Yeah,
Please
Jack
tell us.
portrays himself as a guy who loves love. He's not sitting there saying he's the greatest, perfect person ever and has never done anything wrong. Jack's never said, dude, Jack talks about he's made mistakes. Like earlier in the stream today, Jack was like, women and drugs. That was the old me. I remember. So Jack has made mistakes. Like, and that's the thing. Everyone thinks Jack's like an egomaniac like me. No, Jack actually admits he's wrong. You know what I mean? Like, Jack is a kind-hearted man, and I think that's the thing that Josh is so angry about, that even through all the hardships that Jack has been through, he still has a positive attitude. A lot of people don't like that, Jack. I mean, he's
Why do we need to
bunking
wait
up
and
with
see?
Clear State.
We
I mean, but Jack,
obviously
he's
have
bunking
an
up with
expert
Clear
here in
State.
the chat.
Yeah, yeah.
Why
Our
can't
expert is-
you inform us, Josh?
Yeah, Josh, inform us why you hate Jack so much when he's such a loving man.
Well,
You know?
he insists it needs to be done in a place where he can speak freely without me modding him. And Dusty will probably be a good defense for him. Pantheon, you've been trying. I think you were. If the ideas are still there.
Yeah, I was going to say if you'd permit me a minute, I'd also use this as like a little farewell thing, because what I'll do is my wife's a little nervous about the women only thing, and she's saying, "Can I help?" I was like, "Oh, I'll come and speak to you in a minute. I'm sure Jack will be coming to an end soon anyway." So yeah, it's just that thanks for letting me be part of tonight, guys. Just listening to all, hearing about everybody's issues with reality and things like that. It's really interesting. Look forward to in the future working with individuals like Jack, myself, from a different angle and supporting him going forward. But until then, I've got things myself to work on, and Jack's helping us with. Thank you again for that, Jack. And yeah, just look forward to seeing you all again next time on the show. I'm going to stay in the chat and support from there. And that's it. And one thing for you, Jack. I'm hoping next Monday yourself may either put a short or earlier show on and take the time to cut off and come over and watch the audience with, to maybe learn a little bit more about my background and what my actual mission is. And you can see it from a nice controlled talk with DNW for a bit, and then join the panel to ask any relevant questions, because I'll be there all evening answering questions about the pending apocalypse and the Gnostic Four Horsemen. That's all for next Monday, and I hope you're there, Jack. I really do, because I really appreciate your take on it, because we can see where we do align from all the times we found out where we don't. So thank you all. Appreciate you allowing us to stick around, even though I don't have much to offer. And anybody got any questions, ask now before I bid you all farewell.
Thank you for joining, brother. Feel free.
Jack, all I need to know, if anyone over at Queer States messes with you, Jack, just let me know, Jack, and we'll bring down the force of God on them, Jack. The hand of God on them.
It doesn't make sense to me, Imperius. Like, he's saying he has a
I don't know
Q&A,
why.
but he's already talking.
But it's not
like
going to be
he's
a
an
Q&A.
expert.
Yeah, he's going to be like, I know what Jack is, and why are you like this, Jack? And this doesn't make sense when you say that. Instead of just discussing and showing that Jack just wants love. Jack wants peace, love, prosperity for every person, man, woman, child, trans. You know what I mean? Like he wants, even people like Josh, angry Asians like Josh. He even has love in his heart for them.
Yeah, even Stephanie, Queen Stephanie, I got love for him, and even Chuck in Tennessee. And Chuck in Tennessee has been another
Even
one.
Chucky
not
boy.
Chuck in Tennessee.
Even Chucky boy. I think if anyone,
Even
you can
Chuck?
bring Chucky Boy back into the fold. You
I
can
do
bring
too.
Chucky back into the fold. I think. I think Chuck wants you and loves you, but
He's
he
right
doesn't know
there.
how to. He is.
Yeah.
He just doesn't know how to put aside his pride and just say, "Jack, I want you back." That's
Yeah.
all. You know.
True. I
You
think
know?
that's true, actually.
I want you back. Remember that Meatloaf song, Jack? Isn't that was that Meatloaf? I would do anything for Jack, but I won't do that.
No,
That's
no,
Meatloaf.
no. It's all God. That's the way it is with God. God's right there, so close, waiting for people just to turn to know. It's right there. Everything. It's a fucking crazy trip, man. This life, the way it unfolds moment by moment, just one thing happens, then another thing happens. And then next thing you know, we've literally got, guys, this is seriously happened. We got like cartoon characters. These guys are real life, but they behave like insane cartoon characters.
That's
What
an
are we
excellent.
doing?
I like that image you got there. Did you make that or did Moose make that?
No, my friend, my support shared this with me through AI, of course. But there's a lot of good
I got
stuff.
clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with Jack. Sorry.
Man, that's a good one. It's got everybody in there.
Well, I do want to make this happen too.
That's
Get over his shoulder. He's signing that peace deal once and for all. And then after we do the signing, then he and I, we can wander down the streets and we can talk about shit that used to be, and more importantly, the way it's going to be with God. Guys, it's so simple and obvious, really. This goal that I think is real, it seems the world's solution. If the truth is freely shared, right? We share knowledge and we share the best things. It's God's love will be known. We won't be fighting over religions
Well,
or borders.
we do share a lot, but the best things like Jack. I don't want to share women. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean, Jack? I'm just saying. I had a,
It's their choice. It's their choice. They get to choose what they do. And if they want to share, they get to be with them. But I don't know. You know what? Let me not want. That's all speculation and imagination anyway, for me. Well, this is the thing. I actually believe that if we have more, if we right side this world so it's not so unfair and working against the freedom and the health of people, we can transform everything. And as people start learning more and feeling better and they're more supported, well, the neighborhoods are safer. More stuff gets done. There's better employees at work. There's better customers moving, right? It's all better and it's all waiting for us. And actually the answers have always been there. It's just a matter of timing. And I don't know what we get to choose and what we don't, but the time to choose to improve, the time to choose to grow in relationship with God, it's probably overdue because it's love. Love is a reward, man. So if this life is real, then guys, we're so close. The whole world is so close to an incredible breakthrough. And yet at the same time, man, shit is getting crazy. But it can't continue the way that it's been going, right? The old is really a path of destruction. That's what greed and selfishness will bring. It'll bring self-destruction. And right now, the beast is feeling pretty comfortable and confident. The beasts of rule and sabotage.
the beasts like Josh, the beasts of consumption and greed, Jack.
Josh he's not in that category, but he's certainly a consumer and one who's sharing some negativity my way. But he'll come around. He'll come around. The thing is,
Josh will find the love that Jack is here. Yeah, Josh will find the love that's with Jack.
yeah, he will. It's just like it says in the Bible, right? The wisdom, first it's mocked, it's rejected, then people get angry at it, and then they finally accept it. And once I'm accepted, dude, I really do. It's just like God. God's the best friend, right?
Like you said, Jack, first you get in your mind, then you get into their heart, and then finally you get into their spirit, Jack. You're like the wind. You get inside them sneakily, you know?
Yeah.
You invade their crevices and their canals.
And this is it. It's going to be so perfect, especially if he thinks he's a beast. Dude, love transforms.
Jack's a beast tamer.
Transforms. Yep.
Jack's
Josh,
a beast master. The beast master, Jack. Beastmaster Jack.
Look at this foolishness. No thanks. I don't trust hippies to be loyal to anything, but you trust beasts to be right? I mean, how foolish.
He trusts drug dealers, Jack. He trusts drug dealers and not you. This is what discernment, Jack. People don't have discernment anymore. They trust drug dealers and hypocrites and pornographers, but they don't trust Jack.
Well, this is the world we've got. People don't know the truth.
I know the truth, Jack. It's with you, Jack. It's with us. We're the truth, Jack.
The reality is when you are honest and you're standing in the truth, you are with God. That's the greatest
10
strength.
toes down, Jack. We're standing 10 toes down, Jack.
Well, this is biblical too. And I'm telling you guys, these ideas, it is in a way, it's fulfillment of the scripture, of the prophecies. It's just a human participation in God revealing the truth. We demand it. We insist upon it. We choose to end the secrets and the lies so that the truth is disclosed. There's some corruption and some evil and sick, twisted people that we need to figure out how to deal with them compassionately and restore justice, right?
Well, Jack, I think I found out what's wrong with Josh, Jack. I think it's that Flow State's his dealer and he's trying to get free, narcotics from him by ragging on you and trying to promote him. You know what I mean, Jack? Like, it's a sick world, Jack. I mean, you're coming here with good faith, trying to profess love, and he's coming in with aggression just to get smack, Jack. Smack. I rhymed, Jack. I didn't even mean to. That Josh kid is trying to get some smack, Jack.
Hey, the truth has some poetry. It's a beautiful thing to find. And along those lines, enablers enable. Enablers, who did it? Enablers enable enablers. And that way they find their life. Am I back? I think I disappeared.
You stalled for a second, but you're back, Jack.
That's all right. Need your guidance in real time. How do I stay present with love when bitch boys be bitch boying? That's what I'm talking about. We got a lot of bitch boys,
We got a lot of bussies in this chat, Jack. We got a lot of bussies. You know what I mean? A lot of bussies.
What that is an opportunity for good men to lead others into greater, right? A bad man is just a job for a good man. I want to be a good man, so my job is to lead those who are bad into goodness. Someone did that with me.
Jack, I think that Josh wants to butter your bread. That's what I think the issue is here. I think he's really attracted to you, Jack. I mean, no one has this much anger if there's not some kind of attraction or love there. It's like the opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference. And he loves you, Jack, because he's still getting all passionate about you. You know?
Yeah, it's a pattern of my past, though. I do trigger emotions, but a lot of the people who hated me the most, we became best friends. Really.
Jack, look at Dr. D Head's comment. Look at what he said, Jack. Do you agree with that? I agree with that. I agree with that. Josh wants Jack inside. I agree with that.
Well, the fact is, I already am. I am deep inside.
Oh, you already got in there? Oh, Jack, you already broke through, Jack.
Hello.
Jack already breakthrough. Jack had the breakthrough. Jack, how did it feel to be Jack? I mean, well, you're not the first man. How did did it feel good to know that you own Flow now, physically, mentally, spiritually?
I don't own Flo. Flo's still his man, but this Josh guy, yeah.
But you definitely love, and that's kind of what really happened.
I'm losing signal. I think I might be losing steam. Should we start wrapping it up, or should we keep going? I'm good. Actually,
Wrap it up, Jack. Let's wrap it up like Flow State's boyfriend doesn't wrap it up. But we got to wrap it up. We practice safe sex here, Jack. We don't need any diseases being spread with needles like Flow State, passing on needles to each other. We're safe here. Everyone but Mariah is not diseased, but she is. I need, Jack, what we really need to do here is, Denizen, you need to talk to RLM and let her know that, there's problems. She's got problems. She needs to lose some weight. Got to get her involved in some type of Jenny Craig, maybe, and to lower the salt intake. But other than that, she's doing all right. Jack, I just want to say I love you. It's always a pleasure to be here. Always. The chat, once again, a bunch of disgusting, degenerate pigs. And, I'll talk to you tomorrow, Jack.
I appreciate you. Thank you, Imperious. Glad you swung through. Denizen, what are you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling like I came too late.
A little bit. It's been an
Pause.
interesting day. I'm glad you showed up, though. Anything new or old with you?
Just the same old, same old. I've been trying to access the divine and, find peace of mind, quiet, humility, and patience and tolerance for really, really stupid, obnoxious jerks on the internet.
Okay. I can relate to that, dude. Hey, earlier today, I tried to point at some ideas about going to God. There's a subtle path that I know it can be understood, but it's just almost inviting a connection to escape the world that you're living in, right? But it's not escape, it's accepting everything as it is, and then just spending time outside of that. And I talked earlier today about my time spent in prayer and doing just what I'm saying, right? Seeking to tune my body into the field of information, into the field of higher knowledge, and see what kind of observations and ideas I can bring back into my being. And so there's that method of meditation for me, and then there's also just allowing myself to really surrender into the deep appreciation, and I just stack on stack, what can I find to appreciate one after another, right? And just I can turn myself into a real sobbing mess real quick with just thoughts.
I think a lot of things keep pointing back to meditation, so
That
maybe
stillness.
I'll try that. Do you have any resources where that's concerned? Like a YouTube link, a method that you prefer, or something like that?
I found a number of them. There's a whole bunch of different ideas and guided meditations that I found. But what I just did is I found what I like, and I kind of incorporate my own thing. But I can certainly, let me give it a little bit of thought, and I'll see if I can direct something your way. The other part though too is don't overcomplicate it, right? The real purpose of that intentional peace is just that. Intend for peace and for you to feel peace, but know that in that peace and in that stillness, when we've released everything away, that's where you get a different perspective on everything, right? Once there's space between you and the emotional burden or attachment.
I find it's difficult for me to do without nature. And I'm kind of cut off
okay.
from nature right now.
Okay. That can make it more challenging, but recognize there's nature everywhere, right? And even in your mind, it's more challenging for sure. And I've not been real good at recreating the space of nature in there, but I know that it is a way. But certainly you can hopefully you can put your bare feet on the ground. Even if it's concrete, it's still ground.
Yeah, I suppose if I do it at night, because it's 115 degrees outside right now.
Ooh. Okay, so yeah, nature is a little more challenging than that temperature. Yeah, breathing techniques, energy frequencies, the goal of it, and these somatic meditations make you feel alive and embody a sense of divinity. The whole point
I don't know if
of
I'm
it,
familiar with that.
I'll see if I can get you one. We'll forward something over there. We hurt the ones we love when we don't heal ourselves. It's a bitter but true part of our design. If we don't find a way to love ourselves, we'll hurt the ones we love, which includes ourselves. We cause the most damage to ourselves when we hurt the ones we love. And we don't even know what we're doing. It's just hurt being shared with hurt. And that's the path I want to help bring interruptions and healing. The goal is to get to know your the highest state of your being. Okay, so if you figure out what that would mean, the state of your being might be an elevated perspective. It also might be a higher vibration, a feeling of really just immense bliss and love.
I mean, I hate to sound like a cliche or a broken record, but I think it's a lack of fear. And the only time I've ever been able to truly feel that is when technically I was kind of dead at the time. And I've never.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Are you disconnected from feeling? Is there a numbness with you?
I've experienced that before. I don't think I am now.
Okay. But you know what I'm talking about. Good.
Yeah, I think I'm like righteously in my anger and discontent right now.
Okay.
And just because I'm kind of a calm, chill person, it's not like, at the forefront. But I think that like if I were to start to meditate, then those thoughts would become even more apparent because they're right there underneath the surface.
Okay. But beyond those is what? Freedom.
Yeah, I don't know, like, the complete utter lack of fear. It's hard to accept because I'm afraid of dying.
Ooh.
But I suppose if I could get all the way up until that point, then maybe that would be enough. So when I had like a near death experience during that time, then I really had no fear, and then it felt like acceptance was like the only emotion I could feel, and that was, like overwhelmingly positive.
I may not have caught what you said completely, but I think I got. So you got a taste of experience to know, right? I don't know if you saw Trexie's comment. Wendy Jones. I trust Trexie. She does many of these too. Beautiful guided meditations. These, I think you already know peace inside, because if you're not that numbness, but you've got a separation and you've got a confidence, but there's still some lingering anger. Is that what it is? Righteous anger, I heard.
I don't know if it's lingering. It's almost like I have a renewed anger.
Okay. Because it's continuing. You still know.
Yeah, it's like I embraced a level of acceptance, right? And let go of a lot of anger. And then so I immersed myself into society more. And now my anger is renewed because these people are worse than I remembered, right? Like,
it's time, Denizen. It's time. It's time for our world to change. For good men to embrace what is righteous, and we unite together past our disagreements, and we confront the corruption peacefully.
some wise men would tell me to be angry too, right? Like, I lean towards forgiveness and acceptance because I feel better that way. Like, and I know that, like, if I'm angry at you now, tomorrow I'm not gonna care. And when I look back at it, like, there isn't even anything to forgive except myself for being angry with you to begin with.
Yep.
But in the moment, the anger feels justified, and there's a logic to it as well. Like, these people are assholes. They don't deserve, they deserve the anger. They deserve to be either combated in a like a moral way, or defeated. Like, there's a rationale behind not turning the other cheek to your enemy. There really is.
Well, yes, and okay. I think the best way to confront an enemy is to unite together with the purpose of peace. Because truly, if the purpose is peace and resolve of the conflicts, then that's what the witnesses can be for. And actually, this is going to happen. Denizen, let's continue this later, please. You okay?
Yes, sir.
We're good? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's continue later. I got another guest who showed up late. It's been a while since I've seen him, though, and I want to give him a moment, and then I'm going to get out of here. Okay?
Understood. Thank you.
All right. Much love to you, my brother, and a returning guest. It's been a while. Welcome back, Elhim. How have you been?
I've been well, sir. How about yourself?
Truly, truly blessed.
The beard is looking strong, sir. No, I was listening to that guy's comments, and it's like a very sophomoric understanding of the human spirit. What was his name? Denizen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get what we don't practice acceptance of things, and we don't turn the other cheek to be meek and timid. We do it so that we're no longer controlled by the aggression, the emotion, and the intoxication of rage and lust and envy, and all those terrible. So when you said yes, and I wanted to hop up and expound it, because he was halfway there. Like, that's the funny part, is he's not as close as he thinks he is, but he's closer than he is far away. And I think that's where a lot of people get stuck. Do you know who Emily Kubler-Ross is, by any chance?
I may have heard the name, but I'm not certain. Please.
She's the author of the 5 stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression. There's a reason acceptance is on the other side of anything that causes someone grief. You have to go through turmoil before you can get to acceptance. So, and all acceptance means is to know something to be true. You know, if you, God forbid, someone has stage 4 cancer, it's like you have to accept. You can't live it. You can't be an ostrich with your head in the sand. And I get a little flustered when I hear people like circling the truth, like they're circling, they're flying low, they're getting, but they can't quite land the plane.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who are real close to incredible breakthroughs. There's a lot of people, they've been studying and learning, and they've been told a lot of answers. They got the head knowledge, but they're not sure how to embody it. And it's due to the resistance. That's what prevents us from acceptance, is our resistance and denial. Choice to pretend we didn't hear, we didn't see. Or more often, the choice to pretend they were wrong, not even consider what was heard.
We're also going to give a quick shout out in chat to Traditional Rose. That's an old friend of mine. She knows who I am. So she's down there in the chat saying my voice is for you. Know who I am, lady. Good to see you. Hope all is well.
She's an amazing supporter for sure. Hey, I had actually announced I was shutting down, but I saw it and it's been a while. Anything new you want to bring? Anything new you want to offer?
Just whenever I hear people confuse like acceptance with timidity, I get frustrated. It's like this misplaced like wannabe masculinity that's like, oh, there's something about not turning this. You can be meek and still not be a doormat. You know, it's one of my favorite things. Anytime somebody was close to, like, I used to bounce at nightclubs and stuff. I never raised my voice. Like if someone's like, "Oh, I'm going to do that," and I'm like, "Oh, I wish you the best of luck with that, sir." Like when someone said, "Oh, I'm going to punch you in the face," I said, "I'm sorry you feel that way." And then you'd be amazed how people typically just kind of shrink. And I don't know, maybe it's lack of fathers in the home, maybe it's lack of faith. I don't know where everybody gets so lost. But yeah, if you lose your job, you got to accept that before you can really put your best foot forward to get a new one. If your marriage is in the shitter, you know, you've got to accept that before you can take any positive, constructive action in in any sort of direction. And I hear a lot of people, you know, they live life on a hamster wheel.
Okay, so you made those assumptions about the guy you heard?
No. It was his. No, I don't think he has any problems with his wife. I just when I hear people, they get frustrated when they're circling like what true acceptance to things. The guy was very close, but not quite there. You know, it wasn't a gimme putt. You know, the guy was about 13 feet outside the pin, so we're gonna make him roll in the flat stick. But and it's just the so many loud voices and so many misinterpretations. People misinterpret what the word meek means. You know, meek does not mean timid. Meek does not mean weak. Meek does not mean soft. It doesn't mean cowardly. It doesn't mean meek. Doesn't even mean nonviolent. People misinterpret what the word humility means. Everybody wants to have their own spin to make a word fit their own narrative. And when I hear, because the funny thing is that guy internally already knows what the truth is. You know, it's not a matter of addition with him. It's a matter of just removing a little bit of the ambient noise. Would you agree?
You said an awful lot, so no, I'm not going to agree with the totality of everything you said. I think you're jumping to assumptions, and you're certainly assuming to know so much just from a little bit. But thank you. I mean, generically, many of the things you're saying are true, but I'm not sure. I don't know what to do with what you're saying. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just when he had said that there's something counterproductive or counterintuitive, I forget the way he phrased it, but he said against turning the other cheek. None of this is against him. It was like as a person, just maybe his his understanding or the last 4 minutes, 5 minutes of his talking. I like to poke holes in an argument. I like to play devil's advocate, and I like to go deeper on things than most people do. That's normally where true growth happens. Past the superficiality of things. And I hear a lot of guys, they get frustrated because internally we do know that you have to accept things for anything to get better, but subconsciously, like, we don't want to accept things. We ignore that grandma's got stage 4 cancer. We ignore that the house, and not you or me or him, just the collective we. A lot of people will live in willful ignorance rather than to try to practice radical acceptance of things. That's what I was asking. Do you agree?
A lot of people do a lot of things. I'm not trying to talk about them. I'm not sure why you're referencing in them. What's the point? Why are you asking? For confirmation?
No, just like empirical observation. Like, I see a lot of people will live in a willful ignorance rather than practice radical acceptance. And I think without some sort of a backbone on faith, like, radical acceptance is it's hard to accept that grandma's on the way out unless you believe that there's something out there that's going to be better. Radical acceptance is something very hard for a secular world to practice.
Okay. I'm not sure why you're saying that. Is that hard for you? You got some radical acceptance to do? I'm not sure what's going on.
Oh, no.
Denizen left a while ago. I was kind of wrapping up.
Oh, well, I could tell I'm sorry, I didn't mean to frustrate you on your panel. When I caught the tail end of what he was saying, I
know. You told me that a few times, but you're totally missing out on what I'm doing again, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for bringing what you brought. I don't know. Thank you.
All right. Cheers, pal.
All right. Much love to you, brother. And if it wasn't so late, I'd certainly want to explore some more. But Craig, welcome back. I was getting ready to shut down. Do you want to talk after I'm done, by chance? Are you there, brother?
You can get more flexible, man. Hello, Jack. You all right?
Yes, sir. I'm good.
I'm back. Sorry, I had a call from my son, so I was like, I might as well talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
So, how you doing?
Good. I was getting ready to wrap up.
Oh no, carry on. I'll talk to you behind the scenes.
Okay. Beautiful. Appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Brothers and sisters, to all of you tuning in now or later, I want to thank you sincerely to everyone who's a part of this. I'm just going to rehash some of the beginning stuff, but I tell you what, if you tune in late and you miss the beginning, check them out. I usually come in with all sorts of love and just fresh inspirations and all sorts of stuff that I want to get out. And that's where I thought. I started out, my path is to live and praise God with love. I invite all of you to join me in know for yourself that God has given you everything. Everything you have needed has been there. Had that not been true, you would not be. It's the truth for me. I'm sure it's the truth for you. Everything you need. It's going to be found. If it's not there right now, it's going to be found with you and through you. So let love be one of the first things you look for, right? To make sure that it's with you. Because as long as you've got your love, which is God's love, as long as you're walking with love and peace, your mind opens up. You're not as stressed. You're not as worried. You're not, hiding in the corner or pulling the covers over your bed. You're outside living your life like you're here to live. You're here to live and grow, baby. And you give your life to God, and it might turn into a wild adventure. And that wild adventure might bring a lot of joy and pleasure. I know mine has. I'm still waiting for the, physical rewards to manifest and the doors of blessings and connections to open wide open. They're happening. They're coming. And brothers and sisters, if by chance you are one of these people who thinks like me that it's time to bring peace and reforms into the entire world, well, do what you can. Believe that we can, first of all, that it's important to set the truth free, that we become honest with one another, walking with the truth that we all can see. And the truth is, well, God is with us, whether you can see that or not. But the truth is, the truth sets you free. There's a power in it. It's given by God. Respect the wisdom that you can tune your mind into, because when this world shares truth freely, the world altogether, unified together, we will be celebrating God's love. Won't that be beautiful? That's what I hope for us all. I'm going to wrap it up today. We covered a lot of things, so I hope you had fun whenever you tuned in, and I hope you return again. I do have a set to forward over to our friend DNW's channel, Finding Gnosis, where it is Women Only Wednesday. They started a while ago, though, so please share your love if you go that way. Till next time, choose love, peace for everyone, walk with faith, and live without fear. Thank you again, and God bless. Peace.